like that. That's quite picturesque. Well, onwards since I came here. Again, I can't remember the way, but follow your nose. It always gets you there where you want to be. I like this path. False grass. It's better than walking on other stones. Well, I think I'm going that way. I think. Ah, this is it. I remember this view. And this is where I went up into the woods to see the old prehistoric settlements. A little difficult to find in places due to the amount of trees that are there. But will this weather disappear so that I can have a fruitful afternoon? Or am I going to get drenched? Oh, to be a cow. They don't seem to give a damn. This is one hell of a gate. It's a really strong spring. And can I get through? I doubt it. Oh, this is gonna be my hips won't go through. Oh my, who built this? I'm through. I'm going over there. Nearly. Only thing people may apply to which I am not. Where now? Up there. I think that it is raining. And I think I should get down off this hill. This is what you call a washout. It's not going to ease off anytime soon. It's coming in thick and fast now. Take a look at that. This is what you call a washout. So I'm heading back. I'm afraid the weather in front of me is getting a little bit damp. Never do something when you're not enjoying it. Well, plod on. Yeah, I knew the weather would be like it is, but I didn't seem to trust it. So we're back in the village now. Methinks it's time to find a calf. I am cold and wet. Hello, welcome to my world, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the world of the universe of spirit. Joking aside, where am I going today? Well, on this wonderful sunny day, hot, and it is only 20 minutes to 9. I'm heading out to the same place I've been before several times, I aim to do a walk over the hills and try to get past where I've failed before due to the weather. The weather on the last few times has driven me back. This time I don't have to worry about it. It's a nice warm day. Anyway, put that aside. What I intend to do is to try to do what I've done several times before, and that is to see if I can connect to spirit whilst I'm away from things like graveyards or near any anniversary when spirit comes through for a particular individual. It's trying to get spirit to come as and when you require, to try to see if I can get some sort of interaction. Regardless of where I am, you're well away from villages and towns. There is nothing to trigger any spiritual activities. I suddenly had the understanding of having a go at trying to connect or make a connection in the middle of nowhere. Do you think it's possible that regardless of where you are, you should be able to have some sort of connection? I do love this. That's pleasant. So I came back, or I am coming back, a return to the same place where I left off because the weather got so atrocious. And as I always say, if you ain't enjoying it, get out. So today the weather isn't too bad. I'm gonna carry on where I left off, or where I turned around from, and see if I can get up into the woods to find a few things after I've come through this stile. There you go. Ooh. Barbed wire, don't put your hands on the fence. So we'll see how far I get today. And the same to you. Gonna get up these things, they're quite high. The munching machines. Hello sheep. They don't seem too bothered about me being next to them. And now through the gate. What I'm doing now is making a comparison of the last time I was here when I got drenched. the difference is dramatic. What a spot of sunshine can do to the whole scene. Hello. Nice to see you. Good morning. Curiosity killed the cat. Well, this is as far as I got the last time I came here when the heavens opened and I went scurrying back home, because at my age I don't stick things like that out. I used to, but not anymore. But it's a lot different now. Take a look at that. What a bit of sunshine does to you. Now this grass is lush green. Good for the wildlife. Now this will be fun. This is strong, narrow. Now this particular viewpoint I really like. It's just so green. Now over in those woodlands there are several Neolithic sites, ruins. You can find them with a bit of detective work and patience. They are there. But you just have to watch that once you get into the woods that you can find your way out again. But I'm not going there. I'm going there. Right, I'm in the hills. I'm heading for a Neolithic site. And the first words that come up on the Spirit app is return to darkness and the word Scott. Yes, I can understand returning to darkness, because there were dark times. They were the beginning of civilization. But I'm not making it fit. It's just a category that is a resemblance. The word Scott has no meaning. So I'm going to try this this app once more for a little while. I did try one, but was unsuccessful with it. This is one that's just come up. It says keep walking, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. And in front of me is one of the Neolithic sites I've just been talking about. So that is correct. Keep walking. You notice that I'm having to climb a mound, which is what they used to do in the old Neolithic, prehistoric and medieval times, is to build mounds, motte and baileys. Well, in front of me is the highest part of this settlement, and if I'm correct, that mound just in front of me should be the old site. No. Now this track is also another giveaway for the amount of public that have walked this. This isn't just animals, this is public and animals, and they all lead, the paths around this mound all lead to here, which is a clue that it's got to be the site. And is this the place? The clues are all these rocks, the way they're placed, and the mound. Yep, Correct. This is the old Neolithic site, or one of them. So I think, first job done. Well, the Spirit app said keep walking. I did for about 10 minutes, and here I am on top of the site I was looking for. So that's another tick in the box for that app. I'm going to try 2 apps whilst I'm sitting on this hill and see if I can get anything at all. But as we know, the Neolithic sites were so long ago. We'll see. Tea first. Uh-oh, what have we here? The weather forecast predicted sunny day, but I beg to differ. But never mind, I've got my wet weather gear. Right, I would doubt if this is going to be in focus because it's so close to the camera. But I am round about here at the where it says Cairn, and there are other settlements which are over the wall that is drawn with a footpath, which runs along there. So the other side of that wall are other settlements, but I'm not interested in that one at the moment. I'm going to see if I can find one that's up here. There are a few. There are cairns, there are hut, circle and field systems, old pastures and cairns. There's a few around here. There's a gorge that runs along this system here. So behind me should be a path. In front of me is definitely a path, and it's over by... That's what navigation's fun, when you're trying to gain some understanding of the terrain you're crossing. Meanwhile, I've always headed up there and never actually got there. So here it states that there are settlements. I'm going to see what I can find. This thing will be a bit so outdated. So anyway, I'm round about here where the woods are behind me, and there are other settlements that are scattered around. I'm going to check out this hill, see what transpires down there, and then hut, circles, field systems, and plenty more settlements and cairns all around here. The place is full of history. So my understanding, and I do not like the look of that. I'm not here for anything in particular. I just want to see what transpires. But don't you just love those walls, the systems that run all along this hill like waves on the sea? I'm wondering if there's one up there on the rocky escarpment. I'll check that on the map. It just says the word settlements. I need a more detailed map, but it's Spirit app working. I had one proper connection where or one response that was true, and it mentioned the word green about 10 minutes ago, and that's just behind me. It's called Lee Green. So I just have to wait and see what transpires with this.
Why is it?
Sometimes the spirit message system can be a bit of a hit and miss affair. We get things based on clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairgustance. They're all the senses of our body. The sights, smell, hear, taste, feelings, gut instinct is another one. And we can receive snippets of information that are based on realism that we actually have to find. It works like in being a medium on stage. We can sometimes receive a full-blown message as someone is speaking to you, and then when their energy fades away, we can then start to receiving other things that are necessary for the message that we are giving. So wherever we are, like here, I'm receiving snippets of information like,
why is it?
Why You Sit was one of them, and I sit and wait for the next wordings or the next sensation that will tell me why they actually asked that question. That is telling me to hurry up, drink up, pack my stuff up, get a move on to my next port of call, because we have something in waiting for you. That has actually happened. I have had certain words like sooner rather than later, with sensations that I must be going somewhere, and then images as to where I should actually be for their needs. And that's how it works. We see these snippets of information and we have to work on it. So meanwhile, I'm sitting here and I'm enjoying my tea and just waiting to see what transpires. Wakey, wakey.
Completely committed.
There's too much echo on this. If I could turn the echo down on the phone, if it has it, maybe it would sound a lot clearer. Well, job done. I'm just listening to see if I get anything in the back of my mind. I'm kind of getting several things, but they're what we call snippets of information. I'll take that because it's so long ago, the energy is faded, but I know that something is still here. It's like I am being informed that I should be here at a certain time of the year. Something to do like what we call equinox, or the moon, or people drift to Stonehenge and they all watch the winter solstice or summer solstice. It's like I've just got the feeling of in order to gain something from this area, I've got to be here at the right time. I do have a sensation of life is still going on, if you understand, in their time. It's not like we can see them because it's so long ago. You really have to be tuned in order to experience the vision of seeing them and feeling them around, like meditation. You got to put the things in place in order to gain what you would like to. But I know that life goes on in history's time as well as in our time, because the meaning of time is infinite. There are so many variations of history, past, present and future, and everything is like interwoven as a cloth, and it spills forever onwards through the heavens. And it's only when one aspect of time, a strand, interacts with another strand from a different time, that's when we can interact with that time. That's what being clairvoyant or a sensitive is all about. I do have a little bit of sensation around here. We'll see what transpires on the next place. Well, having a bit more success than last time. I was aiming to go up there, but due to time and other restraints like bad weather, I turned tail and came back. But this time I'm heading around that way, up onto the tops, and just making plans for the return. And for some weird reason I'm getting spirit. It's something that many people get that are sensitive. It feels like you're having tingly sensations all over, like the hair stand up on the back of your neck or on your arms as well as your legs. I don't know why I should get it coming to this place. I kind of got the feel. That's very strange. Right. I've kind of got the feeling or the sensation that someone is with me in spirit that's got ginger or red hair. And And to emphasize that, I'm getting a kind of a song, oh goodness, a long time ago, and it was called Red Cells in the Sunset. And I'm trying to link the two together, whether red cells in the sunset and whether I'm seeing a male with red or ginger hair. Whether the two are connected, I don't know. Whether the one, the red cells in the sunset, is meaningful to this gentleman to emphasize his hair was red, or whether it's something else. That's the problem with myself. I become too analytical and it causes problems. You shouldn't really do it. You should accept what you get, and try to kind of analyze to a lesser degree, and see where you go from there. But I dig too deep, and it tends to cause blockages. Maybe I'm getting this red-haired gentleman. I'm seeing two individuals, but one in particular, which might have something to do with this site, or the site that's just over there. There are so many Neolithic sites around here. It's easy to figure out, like just there's another one. It's easy to understand that if you're going to get something from a particular individual, you don't know which side or which group or which tribe that person was attached to, or family, as another word. Here you can see the walls that were laid out, and they do actually go down there. That the workers of the time created this site how many years ago? Imagine breaking all the rocks up from the tops of the hills and then hauling them down here to create some sort of homestead. Wow, I mean, that's cool. The ingenuity, the strength, the endurance, the suffering. You can imagine the blisters on their fingers. Here we go again. Nice that they've chiselled all the grooves in to work as an anti-slip. Can't imagine the miles and miles and miles of stone walls. Who did that? Who created? Just look in the back. They go on forever. Hats off to them, whoever they were. Over the hills. Brilliant, if you ask me. Right. Okay. The settlement there that runs over the kind of a gorge. Right there. And there's a gorge. But I need to be there.